Calling at Apache Camping Center here with Arctic Fox's most popular long bed model, the 990. This is built with one slide on board, giving you a lot of space. If you're looking for a 4-season camper that's fully outfitted to go up to the Arctic Circle, get you nice toasty, and give you a lot of room with that slide, this is one of the best options out there. Starting on the outside, you've got a lot of options already added on. You have 400 watts of solar up top standard. That is complemented by an optional generator. This is a 2500 Onan running off of propane. It will come standard with no generator, so this is optioned on. Another option on is the Fox landing package. This is the stair here, that allows you to get up and on the camper while you have something hooked up. Campers are really popular, especially for folks who are bringing their boat. If you want to bring a motorcycle trailer, if you want to bring your horse trailer, the 990 is a great option to have that step down so you don't have to unhook every time you want to get in and out of your camper with your trailer attached. We're a bit wedged in here, but you can see there is a little bit of an overhang. This is going to be your battery kill switch, all of your plumbing, all of your dumps in there. Now keep in mind, because it is 4-season, you do have a thicker door on there. You do have 2-inch insulation all around. It is an aluminum frame. And on that aluminum frame, it's 360 welded, so every joint on there is welded completely all the way around. Some campers will just weld 2 sides of it, 1 side of it, make it a little bit less sturdy. They also insert wood into the tubes of the aluminum, so when you mount all of the cabinetry, everything on board, it is getting more than just a couple threads on there. You're getting a mount all the way through into the wood backing of the aluminum frame. You do have Ryco jacks all the way around. Those are remote controlled. Now, one thing to note on Arctic Fox, they do make campers a bit differently in terms of durability. And one of the biggest things is they focus on the slide. Now, this is a much heavier seal on here. You have a squeegee, a seal on the inside, and then another squeegee on the outside. What you'll notice on this is they will always have a seal on the bottom. So if you go around and you check different campers, check for that seal on the bottom, because you can get condensation, you can get water that can collect on there, and you want that to be squeegeed right off. Now, this is set up with a rack and pinion, so it is a much sturdier style of slide to be able to hold the larger slide size. Outside storage is at a premium. You do have a little bit of a storage compartment there. Frameless windows are dual pane standard now for 2024 and 2025. And you do have the option for a backup camera. You got your audio light out there. You also have your awning that is standard up overhead. Now let's jump inside and see what makes this 990 really spectacular. So jumping on in, this is the 990 from Arctic Fox on the left. It's pretty standard layout, but you do have a ton of room. That's probably the first thing that you'll notice, is it just seems so spacious in here. On the right-hand side, let's start there, passenger side, you do have a 6-foot span from edge to end on this dinette. It gives you a great sleeping spot. It makes it very easy to fold down with just this lever mechanism underneath. Flip that over, push that down, and you have a bed when you pull those over. Pull it up, and you can lock it in, and you're back to a dinette. Nice light overhead, plenty of headroom in there, and a lot of space to sleep an adult if you have an adult joining you that is sleeping on the dinette. More storage on the inside, underneath the dinette. You've got your heater port there. You got a sliding drawer here. A little bit of cheeky storage here for maybe fishing poles or tools. You'll see underneath the dinette, you do have a 110 outlet and USB and USB 3 back on the left-hand side there. What is nice about this table system is you don't have the poles under there that you're banging your knees against. It is very nice to have just this angled piece there with the strut that will allow you to raise and lower this table very easily. They said large dual pane windows. You can open this up, take a look. Getting plenty of light in here. They are opting for the 12-volt fridge. It is a larger fridge freezer combo going very deep in there. That's almost 2 feet going back into that freezer and the fridge. When you have a camper, again, it is a space of premium. There is a premium place on the space in there. So being able to utilize every little bit counts. It's going to be a little bit of storage up here. And then another cheeky storage spot is this is your step to get up to your bed. But also underneath, you do have access to your wiring, some plumbing down there, and you also have a little bit of storage. Little step to get up top, You do have a prep table that you can add on here, so you have a big wraparound kitchen. Now this kitchen does give you one big basin sink underneath here. Great spray hose here. And then you have your control panel up top. Nice bright light to be able to work. Window over the sink, 3-burner stove, got knife rack in the back, nice backsplash. Range hood, got the microwave up top. Now let's talk about storage. Again, storage at a premium, but in this camper, you've got very deep storage in there. Plates, dishware, no problem being able to store it in there. Underneath, you've got your silverware drawer, maybe your napkins. You got a little bit of storage and access underneath the sink. A little bit of a spice rack there. But the biggest thing that you might see is missing is maybe a spot for pots and pans. An oven, much larger oven than a normal camper. Now this is your actual spice rack here. It does slide out nicely. You can actually fill a lot of stuff in there. You might even think about taking one of these off and hanging your pots and pans or some of your pans up on this rack here. Down below, a little bit more storage, a lot shallower down below there. Jump into this little spot, maybe for towels. So you can jump into your wet bath. This is only offered with a wet bath. The 992 is offered with a dry bath. We have a walkthrough on that linked down below. This is a fully closed wet bath. You'll see it's one piece on there, so you really don't have to worry about getting anything wet in here. Nice medicine cabinet. So you have the space to store some amenities in there. You have a light in here, keep it bright, and your exhaust fan up top, as well as your ceiling or your skylight. This is one of the best things about Arctic Fox, is the ability to stand up tall when you're a tall person. As I'm 6'5", I'm standing up straight. I've got plenty of room to operate in here. My head is in the skylight, but I do have maybe about 3-4 inches above my head while I'm taking a shower and standing up. Guys, this is a truck camper. I can stand up and take a shower in a truck camper. That is pretty unheard of. Sitting space, totally have a lot of sitting space on here. You can close the door just fine. Be able to shower, do my business, and be good to go. Now let's jump up to the front. From the back to the front, you do have a full queen size bed up front with plenty of storage all the way around. This is optioned with a roadside ward, which is going to be this cabinet over here. It gives you a lot of deeper storage. This is going to be your prep table that you can add on by the kitchen. You got more basin storage under here, complemented with some more storage up front. Big, deep hanging locker. USB, USB 3, and 110 outlets on both sides. You've got reading lights on both sides as well. And then the storage is mirrored on the driver's side, except for on the top and bottom right by the kitchen. This is your TV backing here. So you have a shallower storage here, and then a little drawer that goes down into your cubby down there. So again, like I said, it is pre-wired for a TV. You do have backing for a TV. It would be placed here. That would allow you to swing it around and face it for the dinette. Or if you're laying in bed, you'd be able to watch it there. All right, so jumping up in the bed. Well, first off, one of the nice things about an Arctic Fox is the tall ceilings. This is, I believe it's a 6'7" ceiling height. I'm 6'5", so I have plenty of room. Now you see what's really comfortable about this is when you have more people in here and the dinette's full up of people sitting down there, you do have the option to sit on the bed, which is really nice to kind of look over everything, still be a part of the conversation, hang out, so you can fit a fair bit of people in here. To have this arched, which they call the cathedral ceiling, is extremely helpful to shed the material on the outside, but just give you that head height. This is pretty uncommon in a camper to be able to sit on the bed, be able to sit up and be just fine. Again, with how tall I am, very unheard of. If I lean back in here, again, you got a queen size bed. You're not feeling claustrophobic because it is so far up in here. You got nice accent lighting here, great spot to read, or you can throw your pillows up, build it up. Because it doesn't arch over so hard, you can sit up pretty well and watch TV if you'd like. And just so you can see me laying down in this bed here, I'll make this for you so you can see what this looks like. right, so with this laid down, I can jump in here and show you. Again, it is pretty well suited for maybe one large adult or maybe two shorter adults or two kids. But it is pretty comfortable for being able to fold down a dinette. And for a dinette in a camper, it is pretty darn large. With a ton of room packed on board, this is one of the best options for a long bed truck camper. The Arctic Fox 990 is one of the premier four-season campers you can get on the market. Ton of space, not only floor space to move around, you don't have to sit down to push by people. You can move around. You've got plenty of people you can fit in here. The head height is absolutely outstanding. I'm not even worried about hitting my head against this AC. This is the Arctic Fox 990. If you are interested in Arctic Fox or any of the Arctic Fox camper models, you can download the brochure link below or get in contact with us at apachecamping.com.